Is Disney's Fort Wilderness worth the money?
We're going to show you everything it has to offer and let you decide. So before we get started, we are dying to know how many of you have already been to Fort Wilderness.
If you've stayed here before, type yes in the comments below. If you haven't, type no.
Inquiring minds want to know.
When you arrive, you'll see behind us, this is where they'll welcome you home.
And they will go through the check-in process with you. You will get your Disney bands, and they'll attach not only your tickets into the Disney parks, but also your credit card. So you can use this for your purchases just like Apple Pay.
Yeah, it's easy peasy, let me tell you. And they're super friendly at the check-in.
Yes, they are. Everyone we've met so far has been really nice, and they go out of your way to make your trip home a wonderful trip.
That's true. That's very true. This is also the place that you can rent golf carts.
Oh, hold on. Let's go over there.
The golf carts are allowed anywhere in the campground, and there's a ton of golf cart parking throughout the park.
You may not be able to find car parking, but there is a spot for the golf carts at all the activities on Fort Wilderness.
After you check in, you'll come to a hitch and unhitch spot so that you can take off your tow.
When you get to your campsite, you will see that these campsites are all nicely paved, and they're long enough for those big old 45 footers.
Yeah, and they are complete full hookups, 30, 50 amp, water and sewer. And these are some of the nicest sewer drains that I've seen at a campground, let me tell you.
Yeah, and they also come with cable, and what else?
A picnic table and a grill.
And they are super flat. And one thing you will find with Disney campgrounds, they clean their sites just like the hotel. So when you leave, they are going to come and blow or sweep your site, as well as make sure that the barbecue is clean and the picnic table's clean.
Yeah, so it's a very nice setup.
Now every loop has its own bathhouse, which is very convenient, and they live up to Disney's cleanliness standards.
That's right, so let the kids shower in the rig and come over here and take a hot, long shower for yourself.
Now they also have laundry rooms, but buyer beware. It is $3 to wash and another $3 to dry. So that would be $6 a load. That is some pricey laundry.
Unless I was doing it, we'd only have one load and it would be $6.
Yeah, it'd probably take 12 to dry it. We are standing at the main bus stop, and from this bus stop you can catch a bus to Epcot, both of the water parks, and Animal Kingdom. The buses start running 45 minutes prior to the park's opening, and they will continue to run until 2 hours after the parks close. If you're headed to the Magic Kingdom, this is the place you need to be. The ferry will take you straight to the front door.
The boats start running 30 minutes prior to the park opening, and they run an hour after the park closes.
So don't miss the boat.
If you need a break from cooking as well, Fort Wilderness has it all covered for you.
You have 3 options here on Fort Wilderness. All you can eat home-style Southern cooking. You can do a quick service, or you can do a dinner and a show.
At the Hoop-de-Doo Review.
Yes, and they have 3 shows a night, and the reviews are really good for the shows. We haven't been there ourselves, but it's supposed to be really good.
Yeah, we did use the grab-and-go portion of the restaurant there, and while we were eating, there was a big old group that was going into the Hoop-de-Doo Review. I just like saying that.
And they looked like they were having a good time.
Yeah.
So those are options right here at Fort Wilderness.
Yeah, so jump in your golf cart, ride your bike on down by the marina. That's where those restaurants are located.
And one good thing about the restaurants, they all take the Disney's dinner plan or meal plan if you have that option. If you want to come in early before your campsite's ready, that is not a problem. As you can see behind me, they have plenty of overflow parking. You can also hit up the overflow parking on the day that you're set to leave the campground if you want just a few more hours hanging out at Disney. Are you Disney tired? Do you need a break from the parks for at least a day to recuperate?
If so, there's a ton to do right here at Fort Wilderness. Go for a walk, skateboard, ride a bike. These paths are long, flat, and all throughout the campground.
And they are gorgeous, so you're going to get phenomenal views. I mean, it is Disney, so just like the theme parks, Fort Wilderness is epic in their landscaping.
It is. It's really nice.
Play at the playground.
Bring your boots, spurs, and your cowboy hat. Saddle up and go for a horseback ride.
Shoot some hoops.
The sailor in me says head on down to the marina and rent a sea-doo and or a pontoon boat.
Head to the beach and build some sandcastles. If you like to go fishing, you can even do an excursion for a little catch and release.
If you brought your dog along, don't forget to give them some love here at the dog park. They have 2, one for small dogs, one for large dogs.
Take a swim at one of the 2 pools. You can also join everyone else by the campfire for nightly sing-alongs and a movie right here, free Disney movie. Last night was Lilo and Stitch.
Let it go, let it go.
If you want to rent some equipment for activities, the Bike Barn is the place to come. But they have more than just bikes.
Yeah, you can rent tennis equipment, pickleball equipment, archery, you name it, volleyball, basketball, they have it all here.
While you're at the swimming pool, make sure you check out their list of planned activities. You can do anything from arts and crafts to frisbee toss to...
Dodgeball.
Yes, dodgeball. And adults, don't think you're left out. You can also do woodworking and wine. That sounds really dangerous.
At the same time, actually.
So there's plenty to do here. And just so we're completely upfront, some of the activities we talked about do charge a fee, but some of them are free.
Yeah, I don't know which ones they are, but they're out there.
You'll find out when you check in. They'll give you a list of everything.
That's right. We didn't do any of the activities. That's why I don't know.
Yeah, we don't activity, do we?
No, we did our activity in the park.
Now let's talk about some of the benefits to staying here on property. First off is you don't pay for parking.
That's right. We're going to save you $25 by staying on the property.
And that's every day you actually come into the parks.
That's right. And if you're here for a week to 2 weeks, that's going to add up if you're driving into the park daily.
That's right. Next is Disney's Magic Hours. So for those people staying on property, whether it's at Fort Wilderness or any of the hotels here at Disney, you get what's called Magic Hours. And those hours are an extra hour before the regular park opens and up to 2 hours in the evening after the park closes to hang around and have some fun in the parks without the crowds.
Right. So when you check in, they'll give you a program and it'll give you all the park hours and it'll tell you if they're going to have their magic hours in the morning or in the afternoon.
Yeah, and it's scheduled. It's one park per day.
Right.
But just so you know, if you choose the magic hours in the evening after the park closes, almost everything's going to close except for the rides. We found this out the hard way.
Yeah, we were going to try to go and eat and drink our way around Epcot. Not so much. No. Another benefit of staying on property is you can come back in the middle of the day, you can have lunch, you can take a nap, you can go to the pool. You don't have to hang out in the park all day.
Yeah, it's really easy because Disney's transportation is amazing. They have the monorail, the buses, they have the new Skyliner.
The Skyliner.
And of course the ferries. So they will get you where you need to be quickly and easily.
That's right.
So what's this going to cost you? Well,
a ton. No, just kidding.
Well, we're here in February, and in February it's $100 a night, plus of course all the tourism fees and taxes.
Which came out to be about $12.50 a day.
Yes. Now when we came in 2018 in June, it was a little more expensive. It was $125 a night plus all the fees.
Yeah. So we saved a little bit by coming now, but you know, when you come to Disney, you're not looking to save anyway. So
yeah, you don't plan on saving.
Yeah. So it was a win for us.
So what do you think? Is Fort Wilderness worth it? Is it worth the cost? Let us know in the comments what you think. Is it worth the $100 a day to stay here? We think it is. We had a great time.
It was much needed. I don't know, break time from what we've been doing. So we put the camera down a lot.
Yep.
We went and we just had fun. We acted like we were 12 again. Well, I do that all the time, but we still had a great time.
If you've stayed at Fort Wilderness before, let us know what loop you stayed in and if you would recommend it. I don't think there's any bad loops here, but I heard there was a little flooding in...
The 1900 loop?
If it rained a lot. So I don't know for sure if that happened, but that was the rumor.
Well, we've stayed at two different loops now,
Yep.
the 1200 loop and the 1700 loop. And I must admit, the 1700 loop was by far better than the 1200 loop. It was a little quieter.
Yeah.
It seemed like you had a little bit more space between sites, but driving around looking at all the loops, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, so let us know what loop you stayed in and if it was a thumbs up or a thumbs down for you. Thanks for watching. I hope this video about Fort Wilderness was informative for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Give us a thumbs up and hit the notification bell right over here in the corner.
Don't forget to leave your comments and we will see you on the road. you'll...
Is Disney's Fort Wilderness worth... No. I was thinking of... The sailor in me says, come down to the marina where you can rent a seat. How you doing?
That's okay.
Good.
This is the place you need to be. You can... Sorry. Go ahead, you gonna say catch the ferry?
No.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know what else to say. So the sailor...
Are you Disney's... Here we go again.
Disney's... These knees or Disney's?
We hope you've enjoyed this. You can even have... If you like to go fishing, you can even do an skirt...
Fishing?
Okay. Alright, let me just double check.
You are adored.
That was really funny. Retake! We do a lot of those.
If you're looking to eat something... Nope. Everybody's looking to eat something.
You're the only one looking to eat.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright.
So,
Disney movie. Last night was Lilo and Stitch.
Like you were done. I already turned around.
Okay, ready?
I was not even ready.
Oh, alright, ready.
Bring your boots and spurs and your cowboy hat. You were supposed to...
I thought you were going to keep going.
I just went in and checked it out. If you want to conserve the space in your tanks, come over here. You won't be disappointed.
They're all full hookups.
That's right. They do.
Alright, let's do that again. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button.
Give us a...
Ah!
Stop what you said. I was like, wait a minute, why did you say that?
Okay. I did that on purpose.
Yeah, and I was like, wait a minute.